What are you up to?
Nothing, why?
No, I was just wondering what...
Don't start, Jackie. I'm sick of you hounding me.
I'm not. I'm just coming to make the bed.
Just leave it. Oh, can't you give me 5 minutes peace, woman? Bad night.
Yeah, they all are just lately.
Come on, last day. It's nearly over.
Yeah. My life, my career, all over and done with.
Oh, God, we've been through all this.
Yeah. And I'm going to get struck off, so why keep up the farce, eh? Look, Joe, I've blown it. Everything. It's all down to me.
Come on up. You'll feel better after you've had something to eat and had a shower.
What's the point? I've alienated Ray. I've dragged you and the mill into this. I mean, I couldn't have created a more spectacular mess, could I?
No, you couldn't. But you're still a doctor.
Not after today, I'm not.
No one can take away from you your skills, all your knowledge, the years of training that you did. I'm surely that's worth fighting for.
I got a string of debt, Joe. I got no home, no relationship, and no friends anymore.
Well, like you said, you got yourself into this mess, Daniel. No one else.
Yeah, I know that.
Then get yourself out of that bed and stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Look, I can't take any more humiliation being piled on me at that hearing. Okay, I'm sick to death of the whole thing.
And I'm sick of listening to you whining on about it. So, what are you going to do? Lie there and wallow? What sort of man are you, for goodness sake?
Why don't you just get out and leave me alone?
Oh, right. That's it. You just give up and throw the rest of your life away. If you don't care about what happens, why the hell should I? Or maybe Julia was right. Perhaps you're simply just not worth bothering about.
Dr. Clay, I wasn't expecting you so early.
Yeah, well, I had hoped to have the place to myself.
Snap. It's the last day of Dr. Granger's hearing, and I want to get ahead with my work before I go.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
That's because you have things on your mind.
Yeah.
And it's clearly been bothering you for a couple of weeks now.
You reckon, do you?
Yes, I reckon. I don't do idle chat or gossip, but I'm a surprisingly good listener. And it does help, you know, talking things over. And I do want to help if I can.
I'm not sure you can.
Well, one thing's for sure. We won't know unless we try.
Now, I stupidly let myself believe that for once all the pieces of my life were slopping together in the right place. Work, me, Eva, and then the proverbial hits the fan.
I must say, it is rather a lot to take in.
Yeah, well, I haven't had a decent night's sleep since I found out about the, you know.
Baby, Dr. Clay. You've got to get used to the idea. I must get on with morning surgery. I promise I'll talk to you before I go.
Want coffee?
No, I'm good, Tom.
What on earth?
Got any gum?
You can't go and see Dr. Woodson dressed like that.
She's my doctor. I'm not doing an audit.
Well, at least put a coat on to cover up that lot.
Copy that, doll.
Where did that come from?
Charity shop. £2. It's what I call a bargain.
Oh, I don't know where I am with you anymore, Max.
Comfy. What's wrong with that?
You're an accountant. You used to be smart. Now you look like a lorry driver.
Yeah?
All you need is a pair of boots to complete the ensemble.
Aha. Over and out. Rest and Chris. Good man.
Not sure it'll do much good.
Trust me, appearances can.
Even to a gambler and a thief.
At least you've taken responsibility for what you've done. In my book, that's something to be admired.
You've always believed in me, haven't you?
You've never given me reason not to.
Till now.
Come on. Don't want to be late.
Oh, I wish you'd stop making such a fuss.
You were never like this before the operation.
Because I was more dead than alive, remember?
Yes, I know, but you've changed.
No buts, Jackie. I've been given a second chance, and I'm going to make the most of it. Now, are you coming or what?
All you need is a tattoo and a CB radio and you'd be straight out of a scene from Convoy.
10-4, baby. Mighty Max is pumping the gas.
Mr. Walsh has been waiting for some time. His appointment was at 10:15. All right, I'll do that. Dr. Woodson will see you now, Mr. Walsh. Oh, is it all right with you if I get off to the hearing now?
Yeah, of course. Let's hope the GMC make the right decision.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Although poor Dr. Fenton's going to be distraught if Dr. Granger gets struck off.
Oh, families, honestly, they're a blessing or a curse.
They can be. Right, I'll get these to Dr. Clay and then I'll be off.
Mr. Walsh is looking well.
That's one word for it. Another is ridiculous.
Well, he's not his usual smart self, but apart from that, he's looking pretty good.
Yes, he is. Physically.
But?
He's changed since the operation. I don't know who I'm married to anymore.
So it's not just the outfit?
It's everything. He snaps at me for the slightest thing. He's become so secretive. He made me wait out here while he went in to see the doctor. It's not like Max.
Would you want me to have a word with Dr. Woodson?
I prefer you had a word with Max. Another man, you know, he might talk to you.
Well, I've got one more patient to see, but then my house calls, so I'll see what I can do.
One thing I've learnt over the years is that life isn't perfect. It can be pretty messy, and things don't always go the way we want them to. You have to adapt to the situation, Dr. Clay. You have to ask yourself, do you care enough about Eva to make a life for her and the baby? Or more to the point, can you see yourself becoming a real family?
I can't see anything clearly right now.
I know you have reservations about being a father, especially after all the experiences you suffered as a child. But you don't have to follow your father's example.
It's the only one I've got.
Well, use it as a positive. Knowing the effect bad parenting has on a child can make you a better father. You're your own person, Jimmy. You can make your own choices.
It's always back to deciding which is the right one.
I think you need to consider the alternative. You end your relationship with Eva, walk away, and you may never get to know your own child. Are you really sure you can handle that?
Once the formalities are completed, then we'll begin the summing up.
What, so Shay gets to hand draw and quarter me all over again?
Just part of the process, Daniel.
Quite. Then I will follow with my summation, and then the chairman will give you the opportunity to have your say.
No, I don't think so. I'd only mess it up.
Come on, this is a chance for you to speak up for yourself, to convince them that you've learnt something from all this.
That's what I'm paying him for.
Actually, it's what I'm paying him for.
It could help your case if you felt able to offer the panel a sincere response.
It's your future, Daniel. Only you can tell them what that means to you.
Daniel.
One last push, and we'll know exactly where you stand.
Everything cool?
As a cucumber, heart rate, blood pressure, perfectly normal.
The old war wound's healing up quite nicely too.
New heart, new lease of life, is what they say, isn't it?
Seen me 6 months ago. It's like I was on a death sentence. Look at me now.
Jackie must be pleased.
My life wouldn't be worth anything without her. She's been there for me every step of the way. But that's what marriage is about. The sharing, taking the rough with the smooth. That's what makes a real relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
All marriages go through their ups and downs, eh, Doc?
Yeah.
But you've got to be honest. You know, straight up with things. Even though some things are a bit difficult to talk about.
Max, is something worrying you?
It's just that if there are secrets between you, they're just going to lie there and fester.
What kind of secret?
People change. I've changed. Oh, yeah, well, thanks very much, Doc. I'll, see myself out.
Take care, Mr. Harris. See you next week. Oh, Max, can I have a word?
Has she said something to you?
Only that she's worried about you.
My private life's got nothing to do with her.
She's your wife, Max.
Jackie?
It's just that you've changed so much since the operation.
Have you been speaking to him behind my back?
Only because I know that there's something wrong.
You don't know anything.
You've changed so much.
Look, let's just sit down calmly and talk about this.
I don't need to listen to any of this rubbish. Now, just leave me alone, the lot of you.
Oh, all right.
You made a right fool out of me.
So, we've heard all the evidence related to the case against Dr. Granger.
Thanks for coming. We really appreciate your support.
So, Miss Shea, would you please deliver your closing statement to the panel?
To ask the general public to describe what the word doctor means to them, they would likely describe someone who is honest, caring, and above all, trustworthy. Sadly, from the evidence we've heard over the past few days, none of these sentiments apply to Daniel Granger. What we have heard, however, is that Granger is a gambler and a thief. A Jekyll and Hyde character who's prepared to steal from those closest to him, and in the words of a colleague, damage the reputation of his practice in order to fund his addiction. An addiction which, as we've heard from his former business partner, is not confined to the gaming tables. As we are all aware, any hint of drug taking amongst the medical professionals...
As my learned friend knows, this is pure speculation.
And as you're fully aware, Miss Shea, there's no evidence that Dr. Granger took drugs of any kind. The panel will disregard Miss Shea's comments on this matter.
I apologize for my error.